What is going on, everybody? It's me, SoloBricks501 here, coming at you with another awesome video. And today we have a review of set number 75312, Boba Fetts Starship, retailing for $49.99 in the US. And it has 593 pieces, and ages are 9+. So this is, of course, just like a really small model of the Slave One, and it actually is pretty cool. We'll go ahead and get into the minifigures though. We're going to start off with Boba Fett. Okay, so we have Boba Fett right here. He has, of course, sadly, Lego decided to do a lot darker or a lot lighter of a green, which is really sad because it totally doesn't match his torso printing. But this is based off the Mandalorian Season 2. And we actually have arm printing. It's super cool to see it. He looks really cool. Only downside is his helmet. His head is all scarred and looking epic. You can see all the battle scars. Let's see, is there back printing? There is. Look at that. That is just super cool. Some of the detail that they have on it is really cool. But yeah. No, definitely a reason to get the set is, of course, the minifigure. You can see just all the detail that they put into him, even with his little arm gauntlets, or his little wrist rockets and flamethrower. Just all the detail that they put into him is actually super cool. Then we have the Mandalorian himself. Of course, one complaint is like how low this little visor print is, and I think it should be a little higher. He looks a little goofy, but that is just a small complaint. He's got his cape, back torso printing in his Beskar armor. Super nice detail with his little mud horn on the side, his gauntlets. Super detailed. I just love it. This character, definitely worth it. I think is the same one from the Tusken Raider set that came out earlier this year, but he's got his really epic looking armor, and he's got his staff and his blaster, his Beskar staff. Super cool characters. Honestly, for the set, it's actually pretty cool, what they include in the set when it comes to figures. So nothing to complain about with the figures other than the coloring issue with Boba Fett. All right, folks, so before we get into this, we have this little side car type thing where you can just drive it up to the side of the Slave One, and I guess it's just a ladder. You know, it's nothing too special. You can probably hold some cargo on it. Of course, not the main focus of the set, but it is cool to get some little side piece for playability. This is definitely a playability set. It's not necessarily a set for accuracy, but it is cool. You do have to manually, I think you have to manually take these out and then put them back in if you want the wings to face the correct way, which is fine because it's a lot. You know, it's not based off the price and how many pieces they have. They had to downgrade on some of the stuff like they had in the 2019 one. There's a lot more features in there. However, there is a cool handle on the back for swooshing, which is actually pretty cool. Nothing too special about the back side, but it is still super cool. Really cool. Got the stud shooters on the side, blasters right here. Of course, coloring, it looks just, it's actually pretty cool with the coloring. And I think I just pulled something out I wasn't supposed to. Okay, everything's back to normal, but of course you have these. This is for the landing position. And then this, of course, is for the, you can switch it back and forth. Actually, pretty interesting. Here's the cockpit. It doesn't rotate as it goes up. If you put Boba in there, his controls are actually going to be facing his rear. So let me just put him in there. And that's what he looks like in the Starship. In landing position, you do have some storage for a carbonite, for someone frozen in carbonite, and we do have a Gamorrean guard. That's a cool little feature that they just, or little kind of figure. It's not really a minifigure, but it's cool that they put them in here. It does add playability to the set, adding that feature instead of just, they could have just left it blank and just had the door and nobody can go in it, but they decided to do that, which is actually pretty cool. Sticker detailing on the side, as you can see, it's kind of worn, which is actually, I like the detailing on that. Of course, I'm not too big a sticker fan, but with the price of the set, you're actually getting some cool playability. Definitely some of the details whenever it comes to inside here with some of the wing mechanical stuff. It's actually really, really cool to see. Of course, you can have it display like this. It's actually a really cool display part right here. But yeah, there's not too much to say about this set. I love it. I think it's worth it. It is totally I think it's worth $50 for the pieces and the price. So yeah, it's definitely something. I wouldn't get it right away. I mainly love it for the figures, and also I can compare it to my other Slave One. And that's another thing, they did change the name of it. It's Boba Fetts Starship, and it's not Slave One, which, you know, it's whatever. You know, Lego's gonna do what they're gonna do, and we don't really have a say in that, honestly, which is really weird. But it is still the Slave One, and I'm still gonna call it the Slave One. Really, really interesting set. Definitely a play set. So if you're interested in playability and not really like displayability, this is it. This is for playability. But it is still going to be cool to display next to my bigger one, my bigger Slave One, and I will have a comparison video coming out soon. Alright guys, so that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you would, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately. Had a lot going on with work, and now school's starting up. I'm going to try and get out the reviews of the sets that I recently got, and just going to try and keep a steady stream of videos coming out. Thank you all for watching. See you in my next video.